no snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe, chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe, chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Here comes Johnson on the return, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
No, check, Patriot!
A first down carry for Henry, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Miller. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
This is Miller. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now our first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Gino on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Escaping the pressure right. This is Gordon on the dump-off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney! Watch it now, Barney!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's go! 3-19!
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now a handoff to Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Lucky 56!
Allen off the play fake. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Returning, it's Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defense. Of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Gino, buying time to his left. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner, and create a space. Sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now look at 56.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Underneath for Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
No, check. Patriot. Detroit!
After the penalty, it's Henry, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of a couple there, as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Set!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And the pitch goes to Miller. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Again to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now it's Smith. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Smith. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Shaq Lawson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Smith now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Third and long, it's Smith. Going deep here for Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen looks to throw on second down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Derrick Henry breaks a tackle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
This is Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gone!
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Throwing now is Allen.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He'll take it at the 42. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's got room. 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Here's Miller. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead. Koshko with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Over the middle, Dorsett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. First down, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They begin with a run by Miller. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Again, it's Miller. Quick move by Miller. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Detroit!
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. To throw on second down. Smith looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Blue 90! Blue 90! 6 guard! Check 6 guard!
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Green 39! Green 39!
Time for a break. Back to wrap up after this.
No. Check. Patriot!
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. 56 right there. 56. Hot.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now lacing no beamer, I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim.